It's Divas That Care Radio. Stories, strategies, and ideas to inspire positive change. Welcome to Divas That Care, a network of women committed to making our world a better place for everyone. This is a global movement for women, by women, engaged in a collaborative effort to create a better world for future generations. To find out more about the movement, visit divasthatcare.com after the show. Right now, though, stay tuned for another jolt of inspiration.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Divas That Care. My name is Candace Gish. Wow, has this been an amazing, busy, crazy week. I've had the opportunity to interview so many amazing women. The reason why is that we're doing a special right now. We have an anthology coming out called Our Mothers, Our Daughters, and I'm so excited about this. And these women that I had the opportunity to interview this week are contributors in our newest anthology. So you're in for a treat. I hope you go check out all those other podcasts, and I know that you're going to enjoy today's podcast. If this is your very first time tuning into the Divas That Care, we've been doing this now for 13 seasons. We're listening to over 30 countries around the world, and honestly, it's because of all of our amazing tribe, our guests, our hosts, everybody that's really been a part of the movement out there. And we're just so blessed and thankful that we're able to continue to do this and support people. All right, today I'm so excited because I'm going to be introducing you to my friend Kathleen. And Kathleen is one of those amazing women that I've had the opportunity to know for so many years. And she has been an inspiration in my life. And she was there for me as a friend through so many things years ago. And I'm just so excited that it's come full circle and I'm able to talk to her on my program today. So Kathleen, welcome to the Divas That Care.
Well, thank you, Candace. Fond
it has
memories,
been a long time.
It has.
Well, I'm so excited that you have come onto my podcast here. And would you mind introducing yourself to our listeners?
Hello, listeners. My name is Kathleen Ogilvie, and I've done a lot of things in my life, and now I'm retired. And a couple of years ago, Candace asked me to write a story about my relationship with my mother. So, yeah, here we are.
Well, and it's a beautiful story, and I'm so excited because I thought the world of your mother. I thought she was an amazing woman, and it was just a pleasure that I had the opportunity to know her.
Yeah, my mom had that effect on people. But you know how it is about moms. The relationship you had with my mother was different than the one I had.
Yes. It seems to be always that way.
Yeah, people tell me that my mother was perfect, but, you know, I saw her in her less than perfect moments.
And that's the wonderful thing about our lives and our journeys is being able to share that with others. And what I want to ask you, Kathleen, is tell us a little bit about your story and why you decided to add it into our anthology.
Well, when you asked me to write this, Candace, I thought, oh, sure. And I was surprised that most of my memories were more current than a long time ago, right? And like I said, there was nothing specific that stood out, but Mom was always there for me. And I was her daughter, so of course I wasn't always there for her. You know, time goes on, and I was glad that you gave me the opportunity to do this because it helped my healing process. I talked about Mom after she was in the nursing home and the memories that came up while I was dealing with that. And I just remember Mom really was a private person. She didn't tell a lot of stuff to, I don't know who she told her stuff to, but when she was 21, I was born in Golden, BC, and she moved 25 times that year. And she never really did talk about her relationship with my birth father. But my grandma and my uncle told me a little bit. But she just, what she said about that moving 25 times in 1 year is that she got very good at packing in a hurry. So, yeah. And my birth father he wasn't an upstanding member of society. And so she had those lessons to learn, and we all have lessons to learn. We come here to clean up our act, hopefully. And so she went on. She was a single mom and in the 50s, I can't remember, she had to be a single mom for about 5 years, 6 years. And in the 50s, that was a deal, right? Like women were still the, not necessarily the chattels of, but definitely the underlings in society, right? So, yeah, but she did pretty good. She did what she needed to do and made a lot of friends along the way. So,
yes. And she made an extremely independent, amazing daughter.
Oh, well, thank you. A lot of that, Candace, came after the healing process. After Mom died, there was a lot of acrimony in the family. And my husband and I were the brunt of that. And after Mom died, we were given the opportunity of some peace for a couple of years, and were able to pull ourselves back together and do some emotional healing.
And it's a challenge, isn't it? Going through something so difficult and being able to, as you're saying, find yourself all over again.
Yeah, and get the perspective of distance and learning things that I never knew I needed to learn. They weren't even in my book. So, but you know, as difficult as all that was, I am so fortunate to have learned it when I was 65 instead of 85. You know, because we had these expectations of our senior years, who would be there for us, and you know, and so we have a whole new tribe. Yay! Yeah.
You definitely find who your tribe is through your journey, don't you? Because there's a lot of things that come and go. There's good, there's the bad, but we really find ourselves and the people who are supposed to be with us during that journey.
Yeah, and I have read a lot of people say this, and I have come to believe it, that less is better. The smaller your tribe, the better it is. That is my experience.
So the story that you put into our anthology was absolutely amazing, and I want to thank you very much for that, Kathleen, because it's something to be able to write about the people in our lives, and sometimes it's a very emotional journey for all of us. But I think at the same time, it's a very healing aspect, and it helps so many other people around us, because then they start seeing that they're not alone. And I think that the anthology is really going to show that to people, is that we all go through our own journeys. They're not the same as anybody else's. There may be similarities to other people's, but it shows us that we are unique individuals, and it's okay for the things that we do go through. I think it makes us almost better people.
Oh, definitely. I definitely agree with you. Yes. And with these things, like I wrote this, I don't know how my words are going to help somebody, but I'm really grateful if they do. If one person is able to say, oh, thank you, then yay.
I completely agree. If we can inspire one person, I think that we've done our job. So thank you so much for believing in the mission of the Divas That Care and being a part of this anthology with us.
Oh, well, I was honored to be invited. Thank you.
It was my pleasure. We're going to have to do some more things in the future here, Kathleen. It's been way too long.
Yeah. Well, keep me in mind. I'm retired now. I just play in my studio, and you know, some days I feel like doing other stuff.
That's awesome. I love it. I love it so much. So thank you again for being a part of this anthology. I can't wait for our listeners to go and check that out. And for our listeners, we're having a pre-release sale right now. So you might want to go check that out on Kindle and Kobo. On May the 9th, we're actually going to be launching our book, and that's going to be available on a soft copy, so you can go and check that out too. It's amazing. It happened so quickly. I think it was meant to be, you know, coming out right before Mother's Day. All those mothers out there to be inspired.
And if there's any kinks in the process, Mercury just went retrograde, so you know.
You're not the first person to say that to me today. That's awesome. Well, Kathleen, again, it has been a pleasure chatting with you here, and I'm looking forward to chatting with you again soon.
Sounds great, Candace. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And a huge shout out to all of our listeners. Please share this with all your friends and family. We're so excited about this anthology. I know that there's going to be so many women around the world that are going to be inspired by it. Have your children read it too, because it is really good. There's a lot of tips in there. We added some other cool little things to be really interactive. Thanks again, Kathleen. Thanks to all of our listeners. And I hope that each and every one of you has an amazing day.
Thanks for listening. This show was brought to you by Divas That Care. Connect with us on Facebook, on Instagram, and of course on divasthatcare.com, where you can subscribe to our newsletter so you don't miss a thing.